EA Sports. It's in the game.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and delighted to have Stuart Robson sharing commentary duties with me. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Wrexham, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
On attacking possibilities. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Camavinga. Eduardo Camavinga. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Not all that convincing defensively. Ably cut out by Dalglish. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Cleared away. And that came off the defender, so it'll be a corner. Not the best clearance. And the keeper able to hold on to it. And an astute piece of defending. And he's through here. Surely, full credit, wonderful stop. Carles Puyol. Plenty of support here. Just wanted to get it out of there. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Lionel Messi. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. The referee spotted the little nick on the way through, so a throw-in coming up. Luis Diaz. Good tackle. Dalglish. Kylian Mbappe. Wonderful chance! Oh, a brilliantly timed tackle when it really mattered. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Well, he's certainly not alone. But they took care of the situation defensively. Well, it might still work out for them. Oh, and a wonderful stop. Johan Cruyff. Milos Kerkez. 20 minutes to go. Kenny Dalglish. Mbappe. Milos Kerkez. Are putting so much effort into winning back possession. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Off the post and back in play. Well, nothing comes of it.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
5 minutes remaining then, and the score sheet remains blank. Well, plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Can they push ahead in the closing stages? Oh, disappointing clearance. Well, no way through in the end. Carles Puyol. And that is that. The full-time whistle here. And nothing to separate the two sides at all over 90 minutes. It finishes 0-0. Stuart, your take?
Well, Derek, I was expecting more from both teams. You certainly can't criticise the effort, but there was a real lack of creativity and guile. Neither side did enough to win the game.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan, both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
Nedved. Messi. Good tackle, taken away. Camavinga. Mbappe. And he read it superbly. Can they create something from here? Can he put them in front? It's a perfect challenge. Kylian Mbappe. Ruud Gullit. Nedved. Well, that's wonderful attacking play. Well, his teammate got him out of trouble. Kylian Mbappe. And giving it away. Mbappe. Cruyff. Eduardo Camavinga. Messi. Now, what can Lionel Messi do from here? They could nudge in front. In it goes! The opening goal in this contest. Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Xabi Alonso. Well, getting close to the half-time break, and the visitors find themselves behind. Stuart, what have you made of this?
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play. It's all been a bit too slow. If they can pass it into their front areas with more quality, switch play quicker, and be more positive in 1v1 situations, I think they'll get back.
So back underway here, into the second half. Kylian Mbappe. Xabi Alonso. Luis Diaz. Mbappe. Oh, surely! Will he? He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Gyökeres. Kerkez. Johan Cruyff. Well, we're into the final half hour. Not the pass he had in mind. Mbappe. This could level it. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind, but he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
Johan Cruyff. Good work to regain possession. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. Gullit. Stam. Lilian Thuram. Camavinga. Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Straightforward save, really. Lilian Thuram. On the ball, Pavel Nedved.
Well, just listen to this atmosphere. It's been such a tight game, but the fans are certainly doing their bit in trying to get them over the finish line.
Mbappe. Well, forward they go, chasing the game. And that will be all for this game anyway, and defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, it was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances. It could have gone either way, but in the end, they will be disappointed.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Camavinga. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Van Basten. Good tackle from Sam. Mbappe. Can they forge ahead? Not out of the woods yet. And relief as the keeper holds on.
Well, he reacts so quickly, doesn't he? That's a great bit of work from him.
Gareth Bale. Getting forward. But the danger averted for now. Luis Diaz. Mbappe. Pedro Gonçalves. Van Basten. Well, he could really get at the opposition. And let's give credit to the defending. Mbappe. Can they jump in front? And keeping it out. On the corner, too close to the goalkeeper that time. Pedro Gonçalves. Intercepting it intelligently. The first half here comes to an end. So back underway here into the second half. Rodri. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Well, no danger now. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Frank Lampard. Van Basten. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. And it might be. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating. Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Good-looking ball. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Nicely cut out. And support available. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. Real pushing to add to the lead. It's a corner. Kylian Mbappe. 10 minutes to go. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. So a personnel change then. Van Basten. He's going forward well here. No nonsense clearance. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Well, we are going to have a decent amount of stoppage time. 3 minutes to be exact. Pedro Gonçalves. And there it is, the final whistle. Not what the home fans were hoping for before a ball was kicked today. Defeat for them.
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Thanks, Derek. Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Alexander-Arnold. And a relatively straightforward save for the keeper. Roberto Carlos. David Beckham. Van Basten. Williams. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Haaland. Alonso. Kylian Mbappe. Asking a lot to score from there. Goalkeeper's ball. Stam. Now with Bellingham. Well, this looks really productive. He's in here. A goal! On the back of sustained pressure. Now they deservedly hold the advantage.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
Williams. Williams. Well, he's lost it. Eduardo Camavinga. Beckham. Van Basten. Well, he's given it away. Kylian Mbappe. Fine run from Mbappe. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Luis Diaz. Alonso. Alonso! And the challenge halts them in their tracks. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So the ball rolling again, second half underway. Will Real be able to up their game? So to the keeper, Carlos Alberto. And there to intervene. Kylian Mbappe. Williams. Van Basten. Alonso. Luis Diaz. 30 minutes to go then. Crossing possibilities. Straightforward for Schmeichel. Van Basten. Nico Williams. Failed to keep hold of it. Paolo Maldini. Van Basten. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Beckham. Well, nicely cut out. Eduardo Camavinga. Camavinga. Haaland. Anthony. Well, shortly we'll hear the final whistle. The home side with the lead. Stuart, what have you made of this?
Yeah, just about edging it overall. It's been a really tight game, hasn't it? Chances at a premium, and you have to praise their defending in that regard. Just got to see out the final few minutes now. No silly mistakes at the back.
Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Well, the keeper doesn't have to worry. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
Well, Derek, they didn't dominate the game by any means today, but overall they had the better of the chances and just about deserved their win.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Jamshedpur versus Barcelona.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Gerd Müller. Hazard. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And winning it back. Hamsik. Hazard. Losing possession here. An encouraging move from Barca. Danger averted for now. Diaz. Emmanuel Petit. Müller. Kimpembe. Luis Diaz. Mbappe. Mbappe. Throw in here for Barcelona. Emmanuel Petit. Eden Hazard. Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Underway then in the second half. And the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride. Textbook defending inside the box. Camavinga. There to take it away. Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga. Are showing good vision. Is this the moment? Well done. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
Well, they've decided to make a change. Well, back underway here. What sort of response will that goal elicit from Barca? Eden Hazard. Gerd Müller. Oh, that's a really good run. Mbappe. Making progress is Kylian Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga. Well, it's a good deflection. That'll be a corner. Well, diving magnificently to make sure he got there. And a substitution in the offing. Well, it didn't worry the keeper. Cordoba. Bukayo Saka. Lloris has it. Stam. Emmanuel Petit. 10 minutes to go then.
Well, these fans have been brilliant. Just listen to the noise inside this stadium. Surely this will inspire the players to hang on. What a noise we've got.
Good technique displayed. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Well, the referee allowing advantage to accrue to them, but had to blow the whistle that time. Free kick it's going to be. And the substitution will occur now. Barcelona fighting against this overall situation. What can they pull out of the fire? Saka. This could be the equaliser. What late excitement. And the match is level.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And then the finish from Saka demonstrates his ability to make the right run at the right time. What a good goal that is.
And time for the change now. And there it is, the full-time whistle. Well, they can't be separated, and goals very much part of the equation. Stuart, as always, interested to get your final analysis.
Well, Derek, it was a really good game between two evenly matched teams. Both...
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan. Both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Mbappe. The ball with Rodri. They've given it away. Beckham. Didier Drogba. Eduardo Camavinga. And he's in. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Saka. Beckham. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Is it going to end up being productive for them? So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Eduardo Camavinga. Half-hearted clearance. Bellingham. Bukayo Saka. Drogba. Must take the lead here. It could be up for grabs. But it just petered out. Well, couldn't keep it. And teammates around him. A good and fair challenge. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. David Beckham. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Into the second half then. And these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Koundé. Saka. And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it. Are back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Out of play in a Real Madrid throw-in coming up. Okocha. And unable to keep the ball. Mbappe. Here's Mbappe. Koundé. Oh, really careless. They might be in. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited.
Well, here we can see it again, and no wonder the manager is furious. They just have to get tighter here, deal with the danger, otherwise that's the outcome. Not good enough defensively.
So back underway following the equaliser. Beckham. Into the final 20 minutes. Didier Drogba. It has to be! And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front! Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Rodri. Here's Mbappe, moving it forward. Just the clearance that was needed. Well, still pressing for a goal here. Didier Drogba. He's in here. And it's there for him. And a goal! They lead by 2 now. And that allows them to breathe a bit more easily.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Rodri. And on to Alexander-Arnold. And that is the end of the game. It goes into the history books as a home defeat.
Well, Derek, they weren't at their best today, both as individuals and as a team, and they didn't deserve anything from the game. Need a much
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Illegal play, and hence a free kick. Rodri. Eduardo Camavinga. Fabian. Rodri. The ball back with Real now. Fabian. Mateus must take the lead here. Nicely timed tackle. Mateus. Anthony. This attack looks highly promising, but they dealt with the threat posed. Mbappe. Anthony. Lothar Matthäus. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Might take the lead. Samuel Eto'o. And Eto'o. Promising pass. Fabian. Well, if you make your move too early, you're always in danger of being ruled offside. Rodri. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Well, lacking a bit of inspiration with that free kick attempt.
Well, lacking inspiration and lacking a bit of quality as well. That's a really poor effort.
Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Well, a bit of an unforced error, and it's going to be a throw. Fabian. Ramirez. Fabian. Now, options are plenty. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe. He continues his run. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Crespo. Anthony. Easy meat for Schmeichel. Just 20 minutes remaining now. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? A triple substitution from Real Madrid. And that is a defender doing his job, clearing it off the line.
Well, these Real fans believe there's still one more big chance coming their way to win this game. What a finish we've got on our hands here.
Oh, in with a chance. Still a chance. Oh, a goal! And is that going to be the one that wins it for them? There's every chance, and the fans are lapping this up.
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction and a decent finish. That's a very good goal.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. So, deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Vinicius Junior. Kylian Mbappe. 3 minutes of added time here. Isaac. And what can they do to stop him running at them? Just the clearance that was needed. And that will be all for this game. Defeat for the visitors. That's the big story.
Yes, Derek, it was a tight game between two very good sides, but they lost concentration late on, and it's cost them dearly. They'll need to get over that quickly.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Kenny Dalglish. Now, who can he play it to? Tremendously strong in the tackle. Must take the lead here. Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. Well, the keeper won't be complaining about that corner kick delivery. His ball all the way. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. From a long way out, and how close it was.
Well, when you can strike a ball like that, it's always worth a try.
Rodri. Camavinga. This is looking threatening. But timely defending when it mattered. Oh, foul play, says the referee. And cleared away. Well, it could be on for him here. And he's outdone himself. Wonderful save there. No real conviction in the challenge. Well, that ball looks promising. Real chance. Did well to clear it away. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Into the second half then. And these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Luis Diaz. Alessandro Del Piero. Del Piero. What can Real do from this position? But they took care of the situation defensively. Luis Diaz. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. 30 minutes to go then. Kenny Dalglish. Dalglish. Determined defending. Luis Diaz. Kylian Mbappe. Del Piero. Toure. Kenny Dalglish. Real Madrid have given us away. Mbappe. It was going to take an audacious effort to beat the goalkeeper from there. Kerkez. And on to Vidic. 10 minutes to go. Yaya Toure. Del Piero. Toure. If Real Madrid could come up with a winner at this stage, it could be decisive. And a wild attempt from distance. Not one for the highlight reel, Stuart.
Well, that's a waste. He had much better options there.
Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game?
And with that, the referee brings this match to an end. Both sides had their moments over the course of the 90 minutes, but it finishes in a stalemate. Stuart, what did you make of it all?
Well, yes, Derek, probably not the best game. I don't think either team played to their full potential. The final...
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? Kerkez. Luis Diaz. Can they forge ahead? Really clever pressing. And it took a touch on the way through, so a corner here. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the box, begging players to attack it, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Xabi Alonso. Now with Alonso. Camavinga. Kylian Mbappe. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Well, feeding it back to the goalkeeper. Andriy Shevchenko. And putting paid to the danger. And the flag has been raised here. Well, there can't have been a lot in that. Xabi Alonso. Del Piero. Nicely timed tackle. Luis Diaz. So, getting close to the half-time interval, and it's going with home advantage, albeit... Oh, might be! It's gone in! Well, they're really in the mood here. Can they be stopped?
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place, but give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
Joan Capdevila. Alessandro Del Piero. Real Madrid couldn't maintain possession. Shevchenko. And in with a real chance. That is that for the first half here. Well, without putting too fine a point on it, Real really struggled in the first half. Will we see a response from them in the second? Luis Diaz. Kylian Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. Easy meat for the goalkeeper. Alonso. And on to Ginola. Ginola. Well, the challenge was clean, but the danger not cleared. Oh, he's given it. The referee says penalty, and an opportunity for them to pull one back here. Genuine chance. In it goes. Coolly converted. Well, 2-1 it is here. 30 minutes left for play. Mbappe. Eduardo Camavinga. The cross is on, and nothing comes of that attack. Nice ball to switch the point of attack. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, there it is! Unbelievable stuff from 2 down. They're right back in this.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
20 minutes to go. Rodri. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Joan Capdevila. And the ball with Shevchenko.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
Oh, goodness, what's the keeper doing? Mateus. And level it is in the closing moments. Can Real Madrid change that? And with that, the referee brings this contest to an end. All square here in what was a thoroughly compelling game. Stuart, your analysis.
Well, it could have gone either way. I thought both teams were very positive, though, going hammer and tongs from the very start.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player, Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Jamshedpur versus Argentina.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
Guendouzi. And clears the danger. And support available. And let's give credit to the defending. Luis Diaz. Kylian Mbappe. Matteo Guendouzi. Wayne Rooney. And Argentina giving it away. Nico Williams. On to Guendouzi. And take it away. Rooney. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Carvajal. Well, an attempt to forget all about, unfortunately.
Yeah, got it all wrong, trying to pass it into the corner, opened up his body, but didn't make the right sort of contact.
Argentina doing well to regain possession. George Best. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? I just couldn't play that decisive ball. Best. Best. And a goal kick given. Kimpembe. Kerkez. Luis Diaz. Now with Alonso. And the electronic board delivers the news. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Managed to get it out of there. And so it is, the first half story has been written. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. George Best. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Best. Now, options are plenty. Oh, splendid header, but a fine save. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe with it. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And into the last 30 minutes now. Eduardo Camavinga. Mbappe with it. It's a splendid run. Might it be Mbappe? A good and fair challenge. Rooney. On to Guendouzi. Bastian Schweinsteiger. Yapstam. Nicely cut out by Rio Ferdinand. Schweinsteiger. Best. Mbappe. Luis Diaz. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. 10 minutes to go. Well, putting so much effort into winning back possession. Can they forge ahead? And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Well, no time to waste. Can they find an equaliser? What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. And there goes the final whistle. It's gone the wrong way as far as the home fans are concerned.
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
Alexander-Arnold. Now with Bellingham. It's with Vinicius Junior. Kylian Mbappe. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Camavinga. Mbappe. And Emiliano Martinez has it. Lionel Messi. Mbappe. Messi. And the danger cleared. William Saliba. Eder Militao. Now Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Danger averted. Luis Diaz. The ball with Rodri. And the right place to cut out the pass. Eduardo Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. And teammates around him. But the danger averted for now. Bellingham. Not the pass he had in mind. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Kylian Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Lionel Messi. Bellingham. Mbappe. Oh, they have it again. Well, we can give them high marks for their passing, but can they make this pressure count? Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Kylian Mbappe. Campbell. Is with Vinicius Junior. Jude Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Very quick thinking there. Into the final 20 minutes. William Saliba. Eder Militao. Messi. Mbappe. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Well, high marks for that pass. And a goal at this stage might well turn out to be decisive. Keeper did his job to begin with. An example of a goalkeeper in top form here. Messi. Well, conceding the throw-in. Good challenge. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
Still could be dangerous. And that is that, the full-time whistle here, and nothing to separate the two sides at all over 90 minutes. It finishes 0-0. Stuart, your take?
Well, Derek, I was expecting more from both teams. You certainly can't criticise the effort, but there was a real lack of creativity and guile. Neither side did enough to win the game.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Manchester United, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
Bobby Charlton. El Shaarawy. Take it away. El Shaarawy has it. Mbappe. Mbappe. A glorious chance. Oh, and it goes! And that is simply vivacious on the volley. Take a bow. Take several bows. The degree of difficulty was high, but you wouldn't know it. What a skill to possess. Absolutely marvellous. 1-0 then. Camavinga. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. Eduardo Camavinga. Kylian Mbappe. Jeremy Frimpong. Now with Kout. Not looking all that comfortable on the ball. Luis Diaz. And given the defender's touch, the referee says corner. Not away completely. And coolly done despite the mounting pressure. A mistake from the keeper. Will it be punished? Well, he could really get at the opposition. This could square the game. Not out of the woods yet. And in range. And the flag has gone up.
Well, he has to work a lot harder to stay onside there. He didn't read the situation at all.
Stam. Mbappe. And he clears the danger. El Shaarawy. He's going forward well here. And the referee has pointed to the spot. He's given the penalty. And now, let's see if they can level it up. And now, Charlton! And there it is! Perfectly executed. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have four. Mbappe. An effective ball. Can he take advantage? And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, as you can see, he gets there first, he makes good contact with the ball and finds the back of the net. That's a decent header.
And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Mbappe. Perfect challenge. Xabi Alonso. Luis Diaz. Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. And still a chance. And the verdict of the officials is offside.
Well, he just gets caught ball watching here. Needs to be more alive, work harder to keep onside and be ready for the chance.
And United will switch things around personnel-wise. El Shaarawy. Gvardiol. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe, will he find the net? Just 20 minutes remaining now. Kylian Mbappe. El Shaarawy. Ferreira. El Shaarawy has it. Ugo Ekitike. Decent position this for United to find themselves in. That's an astute piece of defending, but now he has to be ready for the corner. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Well, you're not going to bamboozle the goalkeeper with a corner like that. 5 minutes remaining, and one thing is certain, no one is leaving because it's still close. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. And the referee has deemed that an additional 4 minutes are in order. Bobby Charlton. Now El Shaarawy. Well, doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Yes, Derek, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company in the commentary box today is, of course, Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, a quick start to the game is all important here today, and I'm sure both managers will have drilled that into the players. But they also have to play with composure and a tactical understanding. It should be a good game.
Haaland. Haaland. Still a chance. Oh, chance taken. There is opportunism for you, but a disappointed goalkeeper.
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
1-0 then. Alexander-Arnold. And a textbook interception. Clearly took a touch on the way out of play, so a throw-in to come. Salah. And taken away from Salah. Gullit. Isak. Rice with it. Zinedine Zidane. Now Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior. Trying to really get at the opposition here. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Well, he's lost the ball. Oh, from miles out, he's done it! How about that for a pure strike? Terrific technique! Wondrous!
Well, just look at this strike again. He hits it so well. That's a great bit of skill. No wonder he's pleased with himself.
Possession changing hands. Blanc. Holland. Now with Puskás. Now Zidane. Vinicius Junior. Can he play it in? And in the right position to read it. Cruyff. Cruyff. Ruud Gullit. Well, on the cusp of half-time, and not a first half that will live long in the memory for the visitors. Stuart, how about your take?
Well, they've struggled in this first half. They've been outfought, outplayed and outrun. They need to improve all aspects of their play in the second.
The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Oh, terrific free kick, and how well the keeper did to parry it. A corner will ensue. And the corner far too close to the goalkeeper. That is that for the first half here. So back underway here into the second half. Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne has support. And Koeman with the clearance. Gullit. Declan Rice. And a lot to like about this attack. Well, a long-range effort, but no real difficulties for the goalkeeper. De Bruyne. Isak. Salah. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Ronaldo. Vinicius Junior. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Can they cover up? Isak. He's in here. Puskás. Holland. Showing a real will to win the ball. Free kick awarded then by the referee. Luis Diaz. Here's Isak. Ronaldo. De Bruyne. How could he take them on and beat them? Well, he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Well, this game is almost in the history books, and it's not going to be one the visitors will want to remember for long, Stuart.
Well, there's been a real lack of energy right from the start of the game, certainly when they haven't had the ball. Their closing down, decision-making and recovery runs just haven't been good enough.
And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. And they're making a change. 5 minutes left. On to Puskás. Very quick thinking there. And that is the end of the contest, and not a happy outcome as far as the visitors are concerned.
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal, and I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance in next time out.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. Stuart, what are your expectations for today?
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
And he's broken free! And it's with Isak. Is this the moment? And the keeper taking care of the situation. Oh, mistake by the keeper. Can he put them in front? Oh, a goal! The error seized upon, and the goalkeeper left with egg on his face.
Well, let's take another look, and it certainly doesn't improve, does it? The less said about that, the better. It's a poor mistake.
Rooney. Gullit. Bruno Fernandes. Chances on. A very effective play, and they might be onto something. Well, he has the measure of his opponent. Will he finish? And still danger here. Well, it's all going so swimmingly for them here. Another goal. And now it's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes. So 2-0 now. Cole. Read it well. Salah. Oh, in with a chance. It has to be, surely. And a goal! They're running riot here, almost out of sight. Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. Cucurella. Claudio Marchisio. Ricardo Carvalho. Fernandes. And snuffing out the danger. And play halted, free kick given. Isak. Salah. Rudhulit. Rice with it. Can he make it count? A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Isak. Luis Diaz. Marchisio. Rooney. Cole. Wayne Rooney. Mo Salah. Isak. De Bruyne now. De Bruyne. Is it going to be? Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Cole. Rooney. Julie. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Ludovic Giuli. A very effective challenge put in. Salah. Kevin De Bruyne. Just the clearance that was called for. Isaac. Mo Salah. Chance for Isaac. And still a chance. Cole. Rooney. Back now to the goalkeeper. 30 minutes left for play. Making sure nothing came of it. Luis Diaz. Very quick thinking there. Cole. Gullit. Mo Salah. This is looking threatening. De Bruyne. Diaz. Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. And Ferdinand clears the danger. Free kick awarded then by the referee. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Carvalho. Joe Cole. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Giuli. De Bruyne. Luis Diaz. And Diaz has it. Opportunity it is. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, that was a fairly easy finish in the end, but he still had to take it. He won't mind how they come, though.
They will now make use of the substitutes bench. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Throw-ins given. Salah. Rice with it. Mo Salah. Dalglish. Gullit. Wayne Rooney. Marquisio. Ludovic Giuli. And he's made headway. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. And the electronic board showing one additional minute. Giuli. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, Derek, what a good performance that was. They did most things right, and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
And he might be through here. Keeper did his job to begin with. And a goal! A significant deflection, and no wonder the goalkeeper is looking up at the sky in disbelief.
Well, there it is. Quite clearly, it takes a deflection, and that's enough to beat the keeper. Not much he could do there.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Girassi. Now with Kimmich. And in with a real chance. Opportunity still there. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Alonso. Ribéry. There to take it away. Could reduce the deficit. Well, the keeper grabs it. Xabi Alonso. Girassi. Can he play it in? And it's with Isaac. And he's broken free. And it's there for him. Oh, great header. Smart stop, though. Well, that clearance, a low-risk approach. A throw-in coming up now. Salah. And the danger cleared. Diaz. Textbook defending inside the box. Luis Diaz. Well, he's certainly not alone. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. Well, the card is out, and it's yellow.
Yeah, it's clumsy and it's late. Definitely a yellow card.
And that is a free-kick artist at work. What a goal it was! Well, this is threatening to get out of hand. Just look at the scoreline. Girassi. And on to Alonso. Kevin De Bruyne. Isaac. Declan Rice. Salah. Making progress. Oh, surely! Oh, commanding goalkeeping. And clears the danger. Straightforward save, really. So, the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. And so the second half commences here. Well, it was one-way traffic in the first half. They're going to need all their time if they have designs on a comeback. And foul it is then. Really good diving save. Well, the keeper won't be complaining about that corner kick delivery. His ball all the way. Kane! Can they cover up? In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
Well, the initial save is a good one, as you can see, but unfortunately it dropped straight to an opponent. A bit unlucky, really.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Declan Rice. Now Mo Salah. Well read to ease the pressure. Caller's clearance this time. Kane. 30 minutes left for play. Went in strongly, decisively. Plenty of support here. Alonso. Now with Kimmich. Girassi. And he saw the situation developing. Luis Diaz. Opportunity it is. Is it going to be a goal? Another one! It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Well, they've decided to make a change. Ugo Ekitike. Great challenge, he got nothing but ball. Joshua Kimmich. And that is going to be a free kick. Kevin De Bruyne. Now with Kerkez. Isaac. And Diaz has it. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. Time for a change then. William Saliba. Gullit. Dalglish now. Getting in there to intercept. Kane. There will be 3 minutes added on at the end. Kenny Dalglish. Luis Diaz. Well, spot on with that challenge. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and ready to provide expert analysis alongside me is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Chennaiyin, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Rodri. Eduardo Camavinga. Camavinga. Mbappe. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Could be troublesome. Oh, and the flag goes up.
Well, he needs to be more aware there. He didn't work hard enough to stay onside.
Good-looking ball. A real opening now. Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. Alonso. Now can they make something happen? Now, options are plenty. Diaz. Park got it out of there. Xabi Alonso. Luis Diaz. The ball with Rodri. And a textbook interception. Rodri. Eduardo Camavinga. And with that, the attack fizzles out. He's in behind. Terrific save, and turned onto the woodwork. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Into the second half then, and these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Martin Ødegaard. Mateus. It's with Ødegaard. Luis Diaz. Camavinga. Alonso. Good patient build-up as they try to fashion something. And how about that for a save? Can they stop it going in? Roberto Carlos. Oh, big chance! And it's got to be. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. And Schmeichel will take that all day long. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Bale. And Mateus has it. It's with Ødegaard. And on to Park. And Stam got rid of it.
Well, these fans have been brilliant. Just listen to them. Surely this will inspire the players to hang on here. What a noise we've got.
Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
And that will be all for this game anyway, and defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat from